Okay, Videowheels Lifestyle is the name of the show. And you know my name. You know, every week I have to do like a reintroduction of myself. So if you're just joining us for the first time, the name of the show is Videowheels Lifestyle. My name is Angela, and today's show is going to be a beautiful, beautiful one. Although, you know, a lot of people would laugh a bit and say, okay, what's she talking about? But if you look at it deeply, you see that, you know, he's something very sensitive, and a lot of people don't publicly like to talk about it. The name of the show is Videowheels Lifestyle. After this one, I'll be back. You're welcome. Okay, now thinking about this story makes me laugh already. I remember one man of God who got into a store to buy condoms, but met a member there. Now, he had initially requested for what he wanted to buy, but on spotting his member, you know, a member of his church, he changed his order. But unfortunately for him, his member already heard, you know, his previous order, but he changed it. I don't know why people don't like to, you know, mention the word condom, you know, in public. Now, the thing is, when you dare mention it, you know, everyone around you will give you that serious look, like, you know, they make you seem like it's a promiscuous individual with a corrupt mind that buys the condom. Okay, today we're going to be talking about it, but before we go ahead, check this out. Home isn't always the most convenient place to watch television. You can keep up with television on a variety of devices, phones, laptops, and tablets.
So Goldmyne to the rescue.
Why not? Watching trending videos, news, exclusive interviews, fashion, style, and breaking news on the move. Now, perfectly possible, just log on to www.goldmynetv or www.youtube.com/thegoldmyne. Goldmyne Entertainment. News at your fingertips. Okay, now statistics show that, you know, 80% of those that give you that look do use condoms for protection and prevention. But come to think of it, there isn't a meter on the face to take readings of sexual escapades. Now, I wish, you know, we had something like that. So it would really be a case of he who has no blemish, let him throw the stone. Okay, but today we got a doctor who is going to be talking about it. You know, for me, you know, condoms are a great way to protect yourself and your partner against a wide array of diseases. Let's listen to the doctor.
My name is Dr. Shola Oguntono, and I've been practicing medicine for over 6 years now, and I've been doing all my medical practice in Lagos. Condom is a barrier method of contraceptives or contraception that involves the use of latex as a barrier method, and we have both the male condom and the female condom. The female condom is not as popular as the male condom in our environment, but it is good to let you know that both exist. And then we have various brands of condoms in the market. We have those that are actually studded, those that are not studded. We have those that are made of latex and those that are not actually made of latex. We have those that are actually scented and those that are not scented. So, but generally, the one that is more common in our environment is the male condom, which you can easily get in supermarkets, in pharmacy, and in chemists. But the female condom is also available for use. But like I said, it's a barrier method of contraception. So what it does is that it creates a barrier, you know, and that's why it's called a barrier method of contraception. People don't want to talk about condoms because they probably see it as sacred, they probably see it as unholy, you understand? But it's just a deception. It's a deceptive society that we find ourselves in, you understand? And that's why we find that people tend to shy away from condoms. You find it difficult for a young man to walk into a pharmacy store, a chemist store, and ask for condom because you know, the attachment to it, the perceived evil with the use of condom, and it's just deception, and that's how people feel about it. Then in our environment, we try to be over religious, you understand, and everybody thinks that when you talk about condom, they attach a form of carnality to the use of condom, which is very wrong. But the truth about it is that condom awareness, you understand, it's very high in our society. You find out that an average secondary school student knows about condom. An average secondary school student will have probably experimented with condom, you understand? And even you might be shocked that even right down the primary school, maybe at class 6 or class 5, there's a knowledge of condom, although you might not have actually have experimentation with condom at that level, but it's very high. But at the same time, we must also appreciate the fact that we could have a 1% or less than 1% of persons probably in tertiary institutions who probably have no knowledge about condom. But the knowledge about condom is very high in our society. It's only that the use of condom is low, and the attitude to condom is also poor. We don't have a good attitude towards condom use in our society, and that's because of the way we perceive condom is some form of carnality. People tend to believe that if you mention condom in the public, you're probably a wayward person, which is a very wrong perception and a very wrong attitude towards condom use. But generally speaking, the awareness of condom is high, the attitude is poor, and the usage is also very low. But people are aware about condom, in as much as they try not to talk about it, in as much as parents and guardians and teachers in school tend to shy away from talking about condoms and the use of condoms. The truth about it is that the awareness is high. So I think that what we need to do is to advocate more, because we have to embrace and accept the fact that these people are involved in sexual activities. We must accept that fact that they are involved. If we shy away from it, we're deceiving ourselves. The users are sexually active and they're involved, and we need actually to preach to them that they should use condom, because there is a lot of infection out there, and prevention by all standards is actually less than cure. So I do not support the fact, or I do not belong to the school of thought that the condom use is what has made the sexually active youth more promiscuous. No. I mean, there's so many social networks, people learn a lot of things out there, they want to experiment, they've seen those things, and whether you like it or not, they're going to experiment it. That's what we have to face. So what we need to do is that we know they're going to experiment these things, we're going to tell them, we're going to advise them, we're going to talk to them not to experiment, but in the absence of them accepting our tenets, in the absence of them accepting our teachings, of them abstaining, then we need to protect them and protect them well. It's more or less like a lesser evil, you understand? So we talk about safe sex and safer sex, you understand? So we need to actually even do more advocacy, you understand? And let's put the cards on the table. Let's see what the reality is, you understand? So once we know the reality is that these people are going to be having sex, there's a reality that they're not likely to be committed, there's a reality that they're not likely to be faithful to one person. So how do we stop them from getting involved with STIs? How do we stop them from having unwanted pregnancy? It's for us to actually do more advocacy. It's for us to actually preach condom use, you understand, so that we can actually even get them to use it, because I think we'll have a safer society if an average sexually active person in society knows that he must correctly and consistently use condom. But because we all shy away from talking about it, you understand, they use it once in a while, they don't use it, and all that. So I think that up to now we do not have a good percentage of sexually active youths using condom use. The percentage recently given is actually less than 50%. We're having about 40.3% of our sexually active youths making use of condoms. So I think we still need to do more. And the condom propagation or advocacy is not what is making them promiscuous. I think it's the age at which they find themselves, that they're just supposed to be active.
Okay, now it is bothering that ladies shy away from buying their own condoms. Listen, make I tell now. No, now this is a very serious one. It is especially for the ladies. The use of female condoms, gives you the opportunity to be responsible for your own safety. And men respect ladies that take charge of their lives. It is your body, and you have to be very cautious. Now, the greatest benefit here is that you take charge of protecting yourself. And this said, it's important that you know that it's also the safest way to avoid infections and pregnancy. But what's the safest way? I'm going to be telling you what the safest way is after this break.
Definitely, I can tell you outrightly that some persons have actually been saved. Okay, I have clients that have walked up to me and said, "Doctor, I've just had sex with somebody I discovered was infected with gonorrhea. I just had sex with somebody that I discovered had one form of STI or the other, including HIV, and you run your investigations, you take your history, you do your examination, you find out that the person was not infected. Now there has been exposure, there have been contact with person infected, but because of the barrier method, you know, like I said earlier on, condom is actually a barrier method. Because of the use of the barrier method, such persons have actually been protected from being exposed or being infected. So obviously, there's no doubt about it at all that condom has been able to save some persons from being exposed to some form of infection, STI, or even prevented persons from unwanted pregnancy. So outrightly, without missing words, condoms have actually helped us to save people. In a nutshell, being a medical practitioner, being involved in sexual health, you know, and being involved in the realities on ground, I would advise every young person out there, I would advise every sexually active person out there that the only way, or one of the ways you can help yourself, one of the ways we can help our society, one of the ways we can help the future generation is that we should embrace consistent and correct use of condoms where we cannot abstain. Don't let timidity, don't let your being shy about it destroy your life. I mean, condom is very cheap. It goes for about 13 naira. But because you feel shy going to the chemist, you feel shy going to the pharmacy to ask for a piece or a pack of condom, you allow that to destroy your life. Now, if you look at it, if you decide because you are shy about it, you cannot go to the pharmacy to ask for condom, you decide to contract HIV/AIDS, or you decide to contract an STI, the price you will pay is far more than that, your timidity, you understand? And the cost of what it would take from you is far more than what it would take from you to break that timidity. I mean, all you need to do is walk up to the chemist. If you do it the first time, you'll find out the next time you're going to do it, it's going to be easier. The next time you're going to do it again, it's going to be easier. Now, so it's obviously better for you to break the timidity to get a pack of condom than to actually get an STI or even get an HIV infection from your timidity. Condom use in marriage, yes, as it is, it's actually a societal thing, and it's an agreement between the couple, that is the people involved. Yes, in our society, if a man should want to introduce condom into the marriage or into the wedlock, the woman tends to wonder maybe the man is already doing some unexpected activities outside. Maybe he's involved in extramarital affairs, you know. But sincerely speaking, I think it has to do with the couple coming together to talk about it. Now, if they want to use the condom use for marital people under normal circumstances, what they should be using condom for should be prevention of unwanted pregnancies, you know. But we have to face the reality of what happens. Some married people could be involved in extramarital affairs. So obviously, holistically, I would like to look at it that introducing condom into marriage will have to do with both unwanted pregnancy and prevention of possible sexually transmitted infections. So we do not, as a medical practitioner, is an option that we give couples that yes, if you could use condom use as either prevention of unwanted pregnancies or prevention of prevention of sexually transmitted infection, where there are cases of disputed or cases of suspected infidelity. You understand? So we actually we're not against it. It is an option that we give to our people, we give to our clients, we give to our patients, that condom use in marriage is an option. And if they both decide, because if you talk about you want to prevent unwanted pregnancy and all the other available contraceptive methods are not suitable for the woman, you understand? Probably she has got high blood pressure issues, which will not go with the hormonal composition, you understand? And you could find out that maybe it's only the condom thing that could work out for them, you understand? So you have to introduce them to you that, look, condom use is an option. And you have both the male and the female condom. So even if the man is not comfortable with using condom, the female, the woman, the married woman can actually introduce and she can use it. And sincerely speaking, it goes a long way for the woman to be able to bring up this issue. All you just have to do is talk to the man and make him see reasons why condom could actually be used in a marriage setting. I mean, you make him realize that It's not that you're suspecting him, even though if you do, you make him realize you're not suspecting him, but you just feel that if he loves you, you understand, he would use it. And sincerely speaking, if he does, I mean, there's no reason why he should not use it, you understand? Because it's a collective goal you're talking about. You don't want a unwanted pregnancy, you understand? And so it's actually advisable, even though it's, like I said, it's got its failure rate, but I mean, it's still better to use it than to use nothing. So the use of condom in marital setting, the use of condom in marriages and homes is not a taboo, you understand? All we need to do is to advocate and to talk to the people in the society to see reasons why this can be embraced. I think one of the things that we're all scared about is the prevalence of HIV, AIDS and all that. And one of the things that we've been preaching for one of the prevention of HIV, AIDS, when we talk about abstinence, being faithful in the condom use. Like I've said earlier on, everything has got a failure rate. Everything has got a failure rate. So condom in itself has its own failure rate, you understand? Because like I said, when you want to talk about assessing the effectiveness of condom use in prevention of HIV, AIDS, we need to talk about consistent use and correct use. Now, like I said, a lot of persons even use condom, but wrongfully. They are not using the condom rightly. So, I mean, if they are not using the condom rightly, so you should expect some failure from not using it rightly, then they're not using condom consistently. Somebody uses condom today, tomorrow is not using, next tomorrow is not using, thereafter it remembers, okay, I still have one left, it remembers to use again. So these are actually all the factors that contribute to a collective failure rate. So nobody's going to tell you that condom use is 100% in prevention of HIV/AIDS, but we know that it gives us a good level of protection against the virus. The virus is very small, very microscopic. People have postulated a lot of theories here, but I think for the safety of those in the society who do not really know how to appreciate statistics, we should just, if I may say, let's not delve into that. But I know that with constant, consistent, and correct use of condom, we'll have a very good level of prevention against HIV/AIDS.
Okay, it's been a wonderful one on the show today. Now, don't forget, the safest way, to be off diseases, unwanted pregnancies, it's just, simply be a child of God and abstain. So abstinence is the key. Okay, it's been a wonderful one today. Don't forget, the name of the show is Videowheels Lifestyle. You can join us on www.goldmyne.tv. I'll see you guys on the other side, not the other side of life. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
My name is Dr. Shola Buntono, and I want to tell everybody that you should keep on watching Videowheels with Angela. It's actually informative, it's entertaining, and it's very, very refreshing.